Hi guys. So as you know that FSW draws are not happening. There are travel restrictions still. People are not able to get the ITAs. They are not able to travel to Canada. And due to this, Canada will surely miss their target of inviting 350,000 immigrants this year, and this will directly impact the economy. There are so many articles going on. Recently, there was an article published by RBC, which is one of the biggest bank in Canada. As per them, it is surely going to impact the economy because immigrants add a lot of value to the economy in terms of rental market, in terms of housing market. So let's discuss all of that in this video.
So this year's immigration target by the Canadian government was 3,50,000. But looking at the condition and the current status of travel restrictions, they have reduced the target to 3,41,000, which was same as last year. But we don't know that they'll be able to meet this target or not because everything is uncertain at this point. So everyone is just waiting for things to open up and things are coming back to normal slowly. But still, it's like unpredictable situation. So what does that mean to Canadian economy? That means that if less people are coming to Canada, there will be a decrease in rental market, there's a dip in housing market and even the universities. So when immigrants come here, they rent houses and they invest in properties. But now that less people are coming to Canada, so it is really impacting the economy. So if we talk about universities, if 1/5 of international students don't show up this year in University of Toronto, they'll have a loss of 200 million out of their 3 billion target. So that's a really huge number.
And I would say you can just imagine the velocity of profit every university earns from international student. $3 billion is profit for 1 year. I mean, and that for one university. Just imagine there are so many universities in Canada and there are so many international students who come to Canada. So it will directly impact the economy of Canada, I would say. So the major impact will be faced by big cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, because housing cost is increasing. People are losing jobs and they are not able to afford rent. They are not able to pay the mortgages. So young crowd who are teenagers, who are in colleges or have just 2-3 years of experience are moving out of big cities because they are not able to afford the cost of living in those big cities. That will also directly impact the economy because these big cities add a lot of value to the Canadian economy, and that is the biggest reason.
Another impact is on the Canadian agriculture industry because they are not able to call temporary foreign workers to work in their farms this year. So they are facing a lot of challenges there. And for people like us, we are able to work from home. But for them, they don't have any option. They have to be in the fields. But because of the travel restrictions, nobody is able to come to Canada and they are facing a lot of challenges there. I don't know, maybe in a longer run, it will impact the food market. Maybe the cost will go up and like people like us will have to pay for it.
And due to this, to solve this problem, they have recently launched a new pilot program as well, which is only for farmers, agriculture industry. So we will put a detailed video about it, but that is the program which is getting launched just to solve this problem, just to fulfill the shortage of agriculture workers.
So the temporary foreign workers visa has gone down to 45%, which is a really high number, and it is really impacting the agriculture industry. If we talk about students visa, the students visa has been dropped by 45% in the month of March because of the travel restrictions. Students are not able to travel to Canada, maybe because they have the restrictions in the home countries, and even like Canadian government is really strict about travels right now. So it is really impacting the universities and all.
Although they have started online classes, but why an international student will sit at home and do online classes when they have enrolled for universities in Canada? So what mostly students are doing, they are postponing their admission. They are delaying their semester by 6 months maybe. Once everything is settled, they will plan to come to Canada when they can attend physical classes, because in the next intake, because you know that online classes will not be as impactful as physical classroom trainings. So all in all, experts are saying that shortage of immigrants in 2020 will definitely impact the Canadian economy, but Canadian economy depends on immigration. So government will have to take some major steps to increase the immigration this year and to fulfill their target of 350,000 immigrants in 2020 as well. If they will not be able to meet meet that target, of course, they will increase the target for 2021. So right now, situation is unstable, we would say, and you will have more clarity in next 3 months or 4 months. But the situation will be best if there will be a vaccine for this coronavirus disease. Everything will be settled, economy will be improving, and students will start coming, immigrants will start coming to Canada. So the only win-win situation, only solution is to have vaccine developed for this, which will take time. It is not a 2-3 months task. So I hope that we have a vaccine in 2020, everything gets settled down, job market improves, housing market also improves, because as you know that we recently bought a house. So people who are planning to buy a house can watch our videos on our other channel. They will have more idea how to buy a house and how is the Canadian real estate market right now.
And whosoever is worried about immigration, we do get a lot of queries on Instagram, on our videos as well, that is Canada going to stop immigration?
Yeah.
So after, like, if you have watched the whole video and other videos on our channel, it is clearly impossible for the Canadian government to stop immigration, because everything, I would say most of the things depend on immigration. So don't worry at all. It's just like a pause in between. Just wait for some time. You will surely get your IT, or maybe like you will get the visa soon. Just keep your hopes high. Don't lose your heart. Everything will be fine with time. So Canada is not stopping immigration at all. It will start something in the near future. So just keep an eye on all the updates. We do share a lot of news updates around immigration. So just keep watching those videos and let us know if you have a specific question that you want to know about Canada. We'll try and create a video for that. So that was all about today's video. Like, share and subscribe to our channel. And till next time,
Stay safe
and stick around.